So when Jesus was performing the miracle of the 5,000 men with the 12 basket leftovers, it was because they had to be 12, enough for every tribe of Israel to partake in it. Jesus had in his mind, this place that we have come to is the region of the Jews. Let us have enough for every ethnicity. Let us have enough for every tribe. The word of God is not only supposed to be spoken in Cree. The word of God is not only supposed to be spoken in English. The word of God is not only supposed to be spoken in Chinese. The word of God is not meant for Spaniards. The word of God is not meant for Russians. People, the word of God is not meant for the Arabians. The word of God, hear this. The Bible now says, in the miracle of the 4 loaves, there were in this place people that were seated in the wilderness, on the floor of the wilderness, on the ground where there was no grass. What does this mean? This means that they were like the church in the wilderness. Why did they take 7 baskets full? For your information, when they got to the promised land, the word of God says that there were 7 nations that made up the nations of the Gentiles. You can get this in Deuteronomy chapter 7, the verse number 1. Pastor David, just read for me. He said,
when the Lord thy God shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it,
land where thou goest to possess it,
and had cast out many nations before thee,
and will cast out many nations before you.
The Hittites and the Girgashites.
Number 1, the Hittites.
And the
number 2,
Girgashites.
the Girgashites.
The Amorites.
Number 3, the Amorites.
The Canaanites.
Number 4, the Canaanites.
The Perizzites.
Number 5, the Perizzites.
The Hivites.
Number 6, the Hivites.
The Jebusites.
And number 7, the Jebusites. Then he adds on and says, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. Now watch here. That simply meant that in the promised land there were 8 nations.
Okay.
In the promised land there was Israel as a nation and 7 others. When the bread from heaven came down to show that he is the bread of life, he said, I'll make you fishers of men. He had enough bread to match the fishes. He had enough bread for the nations. Israel, per every tribe, had the abundance, and the nations of the world had the abundance. 7 nations making the Gentile nations, and 12 tribes making the nation of Israel. God has everybody on his mind. People of God, these were people that had gone to church, they had gone to fellowship with Jesus, they had gone to the place where Jesus was speaking the word, they had come to the place where Jesus was feeding them, but Jesus had a global view. Jesus had a global view. In the feeding of the 5,000, he thought of the nation and the tribes of Israel. In the feeding of the 4,000, he thought of the 7 nations. People of God, it doesn't matter. Don't just stay within that localized community. Don't just stay within the localized community of your church. Begin to catch a global view. Begin to see how God thinks. He has bread enough for the nations. And you know what? Even though they are leftovers, nobody wants to go to a place where they are giving leftovers. Nobody wants to eat leftovers. But I've got good news for you. God takes the leftover. The leftover is